Hey guys, it's Jessica Wilkin here with Benefitness with Jessica, and I just want to share with you a little bit today about who I am. I'm going to be working with you guys over the next few days, and it's always good to know who you're going to be interacting with and what kind of people they are. So, first off, I want to say I am a mom of two boys. I have Hunter and Mason, 13 and 9. They're very ornery, and they're very all boys, but I love them to death. And then I have my husband, who is I always say he's my kindergarten sweetheart because we went to school together since kindergarten. Grew up in a small town. That's kind of how things go. But he is amazing. I absolutely love him to pieces, and I'm super excited for our life as we keep moving forward. So yes, I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I also work full time. I work for a nonprofit organization based out of Chicago, and I do kind of like the Springfield office management type work in our office that I work in. And I absolutely love it. I love my full-time job. I don't plan on going anywhere. It's a great place to work. Great people, great environment, super flexible, which is amazing when you have a family. So that's kind of a little bit about my work. So some of my favorite things are I love coffee. I like coffee. Actually, weirdly enough, I like both decaf and regular. I know people call me a freak because everybody's like, what is the point of decaf? But I like it. I like the creaminess of coffee. So maybe I should say I like creamer more than I like coffee. But anyway, so I have a super, super weakness for cake. I love cake. Like wedding cake, I literally could like throw my face in it. I absolutely love it. So that's a huge weakness of mine. It's one of my loves. If I could eat that all day, I would every day. Just give me a fork and I'm happy. I also enjoy wine, as moms I think do. It's like our little timeout. Definitely something that I enjoy in moderation, of course. Anyway, so a little bit more about me, a little bit background. So I was a teen mom. Hunter, my 13-year-old, almost 14-year-old, I had when I was 17 with my kindergarten sweetheart. No, we weren't doing anything when we were in kindergarten either. That's just weird. But like I said, everything worked out great. Love him to pieces. Love Hunter to pieces. He completely changed my world. Absolutely amazing blessing. I couldn't say anything more wonderful about him and about my husband, my now husband, who, yeah, we won't go into the details. Anyway, so teen mom, yes. I feel like I broke the stereotype in teen moms because we are still together and we still do really enjoy spending time together. And we love our kids, we love it. We did everything a little bit backwards, but it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. So definitely that's kind of a little bit of history about me. I am currently enrolled in school. I'm going back to school. So I'm also a college student at the age of 32. I think I'm 32. Whatever. So yes, still going to school. That should be exciting. I'm also, obviously, as you guys know, I'm a Beachbody coach, and I love it. It's probably one of my favorite things, besides cake, like I mentioned already. I absolutely love coaching. I love helping people, and that sounds so cliched. I think that's what every coach says. But you know what? I more so love the reaction from people, and it's more so what they share with me that they get out of the groups. Just by reaching out to somebody and saying, hey, how was your day? How are you feeling? How are things going? I love the responses. People sometimes are having a great day. Sometimes they're having a rough day. And I just love when someone sends me a message and is like, because of you, I was able to lose 5 pounds, 25 pounds, or I fit into my favorite jeans again. That is such a great feeling. It's so fulfilling. And that is why I do this, because I love helping people get results. It's so much fun. So I hope that was persuasive enough, because it's fun, and I hope you guys lose something in this group. So that's also another thing I do. I like to stay busy, if you can't tell. So recently, I'll share it with you also. Actually, it really wasn't recently. It's been 39 weeks and 5 days, to be exact, that I had my first ever serious injury. I fell skiing on a family ski trip just before Christmas last year. It was just me, my husband, and the boys, and I hit a little bump on the slope. It was a little jump, but I didn't intentionally hit it because I'm not that good. But it was my first fall of the day, and it was my last fall of the day because I tumbled and I immediately knew something was wrong. I had basically an open fracture, which if you don't know what that is where the bone actually comes through the skin. So it was pretty high impact. I am grateful that I had no pain. I think my body did what it should and kind of threw me into shock. I was okay, was very aware, but I just had no pain. So praise Jesus. I still don't have much pain from it, but I have had to go through 3 surgeries since then just to get myself hopefully to a place of healing. I'm hoping that I'm on the healing road, but basically the reason why it's taking so long is when you have an open fracture, you tear your skin, obviously, but you also tear your veins up and you tear all the tissue around. So not just your muscles, but you tear all those tissues that comprise your leg. And when you do that, it all has to rebuild and regrow. And so that's my issue, I guess you could say right now, and why I'm still down. But I have to say, throughout the whole 10-month experience that I've had thus far, I've probably missed a total of 4 weeks of exercise. So obviously I've been modifying very, very much so. I don't do any type of plyometrics, which are, not cartwheels. Well, I definitely don't do cartwheels. But I don't do like jumping jacks. I really don't do any like hopping on one leg, and I rarely do anything that's like balancing on one leg. So, yoga's been kind of out of the picture. I can do like down dog and like planks and stuff, but it's very low impact, a lot of weights. I can cycle, so I do a lot of stationary bike stuff, but I'm just beyond blessed and so excited that I can continue to exercise, because for me, that's my like mental release. Some people want to smoke cigarettes. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to go get on my bike for like 20 minutes at least, That's just kind of my thing. I know it's different for everybody, but exercise, I've always loved fitness. I've always loved kind of the competitive side of it all. So for me, exercise in my later years it's just really been my mental therapy, as they call it. So that's a little bit about me. And I mentioned that I was a coach, but I didn't also mention that how I got started with Beachbody. So right after I had my second son, he was born in 2007. I started, as everybody usually does, the New Year's resolution to lose weight, which is still sort of my goal every year. It's a little different though. But so that year in 2008, that was my goal, to lose the baby weight. It was, he was almost going on a year old, and I was so sick of it. I did not feel like myself. I hated my body. I absolutely hated it. I didn't know who I was when I looked in the mirror. I felt very overweight. I still, how you hear some people say like they have that, the heavier girls, the heavier girls who lose weight still always have that like perception in their head that they're heavy, like they can never get comfortable in like sleeveless shirts or things like that. So I was the opposite of that, because I was always super skinny. So I was the girl who was heavier but thought I was still the skinny girl. Now I didn't do like belly shirts or anything, but I just didn't recognize myself. So I look in the mirror and I'm just like, oh, my poor husband. He has to see me naked. I'm sorry, that's so gross. I probably should stop this video now, but I'm not going to, because I'm not done. So this is what I get to do when I'm alone, see? Anyway, you have fun by yourself. Just laugh at yourself. It's fine. So, like I said, I did not recognize myself. And so I obviously do what most people do, and they are grasping for all these different things, all these, something shiny to try to feel better, to try to find something that's going to work for them. I always hear the analogy of you take a box of spaghetti and a cooked spaghetti and you throw it on the wall and you're just waiting for something to stick. That's all what we're trying to do. We're trying to figure out what works with our lives and create some balance. And so I was able to find that in a 25-minute workout. And it worked for me. It worked great. I also did an eating plan, which worked really well for me. And I borrowed Slim and Six from a friend. So she had bought it from an infomercial, which I'm sure you guys have seen, all these Beachbody infomercials for like T25 and 21 Day Fix, all these great ones. So I borrowed Slim and Six from a friend. And I never got past the Started Up workout. So if you've done that program before, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's actually newer. They've actually done it a little bit better graphics and stuff. But Debbie Siebers is the trainer, and it was just a full body. It uses exercise bands, and I just loved it. I loved it. I did it every single day for 4 months. And I'm not going to lie, there were times when we would still go out. You know, I didn't want to deprive myself ever, so we would still go out and have fun. We'd go have drinks with friends. And I remember several times coming home at like 9 o'clock at night because I hadn't got my workout done. And I had drank a couple glasses of wine, and I would still get my workout done. I'm sure it wasn't a very good workout, but when you set a goal to do something, why not do it? Why not sell yourself short? Who cares if you do it half-ass and you're doing it sloppy because you just had a couple drinks? It's called balance, right? So that's what I want to create for everybody, is a happy, healthy balance. Yes, you can have wine. Yes, it is allowed on the 21-day fix plan, just in moderation. So that's a little bit about me. I did successfully lose over 30 pounds in that 4 months because I stuck to it and I stuck to my goals. So that kind of set the tone for myself, letting me know that I can actually accomplish things that I set my mind to. And I know you guys can too, which is awesome. So let us know if you guys have any questions. We're going to have a lot of fun next week. We are going to talk about some meal plans. We're going to share just some tips and some recipes and tricks and things that we do to make our lives happy and healthy and balanced. So I hope you guys have a great day. Make sure you stay tuned for some posts. Make sure your notifications are on, and have an awesome weekend shopping. Talk to you guys soon.